So now this is my Linux prompt. Okay. This is my Linux prompt. This is in this prompt, you can see EC2 user. This is the user ID by which you logged in. @ this is the host name. Host name means your computer host name, computer name, your Linux server name. Okay, this is the name. How can you find it out? Command is host name. Note down this command, host name. So it will give you this host name. This is the host name. Up till here it is printing IP 172, right? Now, next, if you want to change this host name, if you want to change the host name, the command is you can give host name and then whatever the host name you want to give. So you want to give master server. Okay. So host name and space, then host name which you want to give. Host name master. Yes, which one? The value? Right. Yes. Now, see, when I am running this command, it is saying host name, you must have the root to change the host name. Because I logged in with the EC2 user, which is not a root user, admin user. So, it is saying for that you need the admin rights or root user. To go into the root user in AWS EC2 instance, what you need to do, sudo su. So why we write sudo? Sudo means super user can do anything. So there are two types of user. Once that normal user become the admin, then we need to write sudo in front of that. One is root user who can do anything. One is normal user who has limited privileges. Now this normal user I want to make as an admin user. So then EC2 is a normal user, but it has the admin rights as well. So what I need to run if I want to run any command which is related to which EC2 user can run as an admin, then he has to use the sudo command. So say an example, I am saying sudo host name master. Now this command is successfully run. There is no error. But here on the top, it was giving the error that you should have the root access. Because EC2 user was a normal user, but it is admin as well. To use its admin rights, we need to use sudo. Super user can do anything. Okay. But if you really want to, and it is a best practice that you need to use sudo. It's not logged in with a normal user who has the admin rights. Now, what will happen that if you, in our training session, what I need to write sudo all the time. Instead of that, I can log in with the root account directly. So to log in with the root account, you need to write sudo su. If you run this command and, okay, let me run it. Now you can see this become master. Okay, or you can write the bash command also. But here now you can see, earlier it was EC2 user. Now I am logged in with root user. You guys are getting it. Now I am logged in with root user @ my host name. And then this is the currently working directory where I am currently in. Okay. So here it is showing dollar symbol. So dollar means normal user and hash means root user. Dollar means like EC2 was not a root user, but hash means I logged in with the root user. Now I need not to write sudo all the time. Now Linux has a file system, and the files are basically started with the root. Okay. Under root, we have some system defined directories. Like one of them is home directory. So this home directory is basically whenever you create a user, it's a home directory for the current user, you can think. So if I create a user, say I have created a user, say EC2 hyphen user, and I have say another user which is 007. So two users get created. So this directory which is created under home EC2 user. It is the home directory for that user. And for 007 user, the home directory is 007. So there is a file system, root. On the top, there is a root. Under root, we have home. We have bin. Bin is for your binary files. And we will have, say, user. We have lib. So lot of directories are there where lib is there. Okay, so we are not going in detail. We are just only because in our course related thing, home is the directory which has this EC2 user, and I am currently into that directory. So this portion indicates that you are in this directory. Let me prove it. Let us see that. So if I say, what is my present working directory? pwd command. Present working directory. It is /root. Under root, you have home. Under home, EC2. This is the present working directory where you are in. If I say I want to go to, so this is the home. Under home is the parent directory, and under that directory we have the EC2 user directory. And now I want to go one directory above, cd dot. So see, now it is changed EC2 to home because now I am in the home directory. So if I write pwd command now, so I am in the home directory.
Root at master is?
At master means my host name is master. Okay, root is the user by which I logged in, and home is the directory where I am in. Now, a directory can have subdirectories, a directory can have files as well. So, ls command, list command, it will show all the files and directory where you are currently in. I am in the home directory. Under that home directory, I have EC2 user. If I say ls -l, long listing, then it will give the full detail. So D means it is a directory, and RWX means read, write, and execute permission. So there are total 9 characters are there after D. So if I have D, RWX, so D means directory. Okay, like folder. R means read permission. W means write permission. and X means execute permission. Okay. Now there are three types of users. Not users, I will say, three types of permission to a file or directory. First three characters. So these are the first three characters, RWX. So first three letters for user. Means in this case, user has read permission, write permission, and execute permission to that file or directory. So he can read it, he can write it, means delete it, modify it, or if there is some executable file, it can execute it. Next, three letters for group. So, say an example, this user is under some group. So, I am saying the entire group will have this permission, read, write, execute. And next three letters for others who is not this user or not in this group. So, for those users, this permission. So you understood D for directory. If D is not mentioned, it means it's a file. So to provide the permission, what you can do, you can use chmod command. Change mode command, modification. Mode means read, write, all this, right? So if I say chmod plus X, so it means I am giving the execute permissions. If I say chmod plus W, it means I am giving writing permission. And if I say chmod plus R, then it means I am giving read permissions. Same thing, if I say chmod minus X, it means I am removing execute permission. And if I say chmod plus OX, means to honor first three letters, I am giving execute permission. And if I say chmod minus GX, means I am removing the permission for the groups. So let me just show you that will be more. So if I say, let me create some file. So I will go in the cd command to go inside the directory, change directory, c2 ec2 hyphen user. Okay. Now I will say to create a file, we use touch command. Touch, I am creating file 1.txt. So there are a number of ways to create the file. Okay. Now if I say ls minus l, so you can see group can have read permission, others have read permission, and I have the read and write permission. So now let me say chmod plus X. So I want to give the execute permission to file 1.txt. So if I say ls minus l now, so now you can see all are having execute permission. Now if I say chmod -x to 1.txt, now if I say ls-l, so now you can see execute permission is removed. If I say chmod plus owner, give the execute permission only to the owner for 1.txt. Okay, so I think there is a space. One second, chmod. Okay, just let me check the syntax.
How do we see the help commands? How do we get the help?
Man command. Man, and you can use the, you can write here man and chmod. Or you can see chmod. G, capital G, you can press Ctrl C to exit, Q to exit. Okay. So let me just, I'm looking for example, because chmod command we know. So if I say chmod plus G, okay, G plus W. So it is, and you can write clear command to clear the screen. And now I'm saying ls-l. Now I want to give the permission chmod G plus X. To entire group I want to give the execute permission. Okay. So I'm saying ls -l. Now it is given to the group only, not to the user. So if I say give to the others, now you can see others get the execute permission, right? So this way we can give the permission. So if a file is to be executed by others, because your Linux is a multi-user operating system. On one system, multiple users can log in at a time. Okay. So, but now depends upon their permission, they can have certain rights. Now, if you want to create a directory, mkdir. So it's an example, I am creating a directory test. So you want to see ls-l. So there is a test directory, you can see it is T. And there is a file 1.txt. If you want to go inside the directory, then cd command, cd test. So now I'm in the directory of test. So if I say pwd, present working directory, you can see the path where you are currently. If you want to see who are you, who am I, you are a root, you are logged in with a root user. Okay, so same way, if you want to see, if you want to go to the previous directory, its parent directory, write cd dot. Okay, And if you want to remove a directory, then the command is rmdir, remove directory, and the directory name. So I want to remove the test directory. So if I say ls-l, directory is removed. If you want to create again, mkdir, and create the directory, say test again. Now I want to go inside the directory, cd test, and I want to create a file inside it. So there is touch command, there is a vi editor. Okay, vi is one of the editor by which we can write it into the file. So I'm going inside the file. I'm giving the file name, any file name, 3.txt. Press I, then it will be in the insert mode. You can write it. So I'm saying this is my first file is ignore. Now to save this file, press escape key, colon, WQ, exclamation. Escape key, then colon, WQ, exclamation. It means save and quit. So if I press enter, now file is saved. If you say ls-l, it will show the file. Okay. Now you want to see this file. You want to see the content of this file. To see the content of file, you say cat 3.txt. So you can see this is the content which I have written. This is my first file, basic. So cat command is to see the content of the file. And if you want to remove a file, then the command is rm. Okay, rm and the file name 3.txt. It will ask, do you want to remove the file? If I say y, and if I say ls-l, so you can see there is no file, total 0 file. You're getting it? You need to do this practice, right? So once you go to home, just practice it today.
So remove the
rmdir for removing the directory, and to remove the file, rm. Now you can create, if you want to install a software. So it depends upon the distribution. If I'm using Red Hat, then I will use yum. So yum is basically a repository where all the softwares are available. So first what we will do, we will update the repository with the internet. So to do that, you need to use yum update. So yum update, basically what it will do, it will update the repository of the yum. And it is asking, do you want to, it is 145 MB, do you want to download it? I'm saying yes. That much updation is required. So it will download 145 MB data.
So these are the default configurations.
Right. So these commands basically we will use. Even though when we talk about the any command, I will explain at that time also. It will be good if you know this. time is fine with you? 8 o'clock is fine? Okay. So, not tomorrow. Tomorrow, because I thought that this time is not suitable, so I set up another batch. So, only for tomorrow, what we will do, we will meet at 7, 8:30, 9:30, around 10 o'clock. Tomorrow, 10 o'clock. And from next week, we will set up this time at 8 to 10. Right.
But if we do it in the morning, we will get time to
Practice it. Yeah.
Towards the end of the day, then we go to sleep.
Sleep as well as you cannot do any personal work. You can attend it.
मुझे वो एक बार देखना है वो अकाउंट बेस का वो थोड़ा आपके चीज़ है
अच्छा
वो थोड़ा देखना है मुझे तो
वो उस वीडियो में देखोगे मेरे को बताओ कैसे
वो वीडियो में पर देख के मैं आपको
हाँ
करता हूँ
हाँ
सीक्वेंस से डाउट है तो
हाँ
वहाँ पे मैं आपसे कैमरा करते एक्चुअली
अच्छा अच्छा
तो बेसिकली आपने अभी क्या किया जो अकाउंट है AWS आपका जो अकाउंट है उसमें Linux server क्रिएट किया
right
Mr. Practiced.
oh. So tomorrow we will start the Git. So now I'm updating my. So if we are going to use Ubuntu also, there instead of yum it is apt command. Okay, so there you need to use the apt command. So apt is same as
these two comparatively
Ubuntu and Red Hat. So these are different distributions. So say an example, because Linux is open source, anyone can see the code, they can change it, they can create their own version. So mostly in most of the companies it is Red Hat. And Ubuntu, it has its own advantages. Some means other distribution has some extra commands. So it is just like Windows 10 or Windows 8, something like that. So you can work on Windows 8, Windows 10 also. It is similar to that, as you can say. Okay, now update is complete. Now what I want to do, I want to install a software. So I'm installing yum install and a software. One software is HTTPD, which is Apache server. Apache server is a web server which is free, and so now it is installing Apache server. It is saying 5.5 MB. Do you want to install it? Yes. Okay. Now this Apache server is installed. This Apache is running as a service. So to see that service, you need to use systemctl and status and the service name. I want to check whether this service is installed. Yes, this is installed, but it is inactive. Inactive or dead. I want to make it active. So I will say systemctl start httpd. I want to start it. Now it is started. So if I run this command again, now you can see it is active and running. Now you want to stop it, press Q to exit. So to exit in any of the screen, either use, in some cases it is use Control C, in some case it is Q. Okay, just Q, small Q. Okay, and if you want to stop it, what will be the command? Tell me. Instead of start, it will be stop. Alright, so now if I say systemctl status httpd, it is stopped. And if I say Q, screen shortcut is Control L. Okay, you can write clear also, but shortcut key is Control L. So it will automatically clear. Now here, what I want to do, I want to copy a file. Okay, so let me create a file, vi index.html file. I'm creating one HTML file, and I am writing. Press I first to insert. Then you can start writing. This is I would say H1 tag. This is my personal website /h. Okay, and now here I will save it. Escape WQ exclamation save and exit. So this file is created. Now I want to copy this file to certain location. So whenever you create a web server, Apache, HTTPD, what you can do, you can see one file there, ls/var/www/html. So there is one special directory get created, this. So I want to copy this file over there. So the command is cp copy. Which file you want to copy, which is under your current folder, index.html. And this file you want to copy to the var/html. So now this file is copied there. So if I say ls, that command, you can press up arrow key to, no need to repeatedly write that command. So now you can see one file is copied there. And this file is the main file. So if I go to my browser and if I use my public IP address, and if I say this public IP address on port 80, Apache server runs on port 80. Any website runs on port 80, most of the websites. And you need not to write that port 80. So now, okay, so there is something, because my service, I think it's running or not. I think it's not running. So let me start the service. Okay, service is started. Now let me go here and refresh the page. So you can see my HTML pages. Because when I use this server IP address here, it goes to that where www.html and pick up the file. Huh?
Can we create a DNS?
That we can do. That we can do. So DNS also, all these things we can create. Okay. If there is a link and you want to download that link, so we'll see any command maven download. Okay. So if I click on this, I will download some file. Okay. But now I want to use it by our Linux command. So what I will do, right click, copy the link address. So there is a link address. And now I'm here currently, and you see there is one index.html file. Now I'm writing wget and the complete link address and press enter. Okay, so wget is not found. So it is saying wget is not found. So I need to install that first command. To install that command, you will say yum install wget. So we need to install this command. Then I can use this. Okay, somewhere you will find that command does not found, it means you need to install it. Now I will run that command again. Now what it is doing, it is going to that web page and downloading the file. So wget is to download. And your packages could be RPM package, tar.gz. Tar.gz is basically your archive file. So it can be your archive file. So archive file means which is compressed version. You can extract it later. So if I say ls now, so you can see there is tar.gz. Okay, so gz is basically zip functionality here. Now there is a tar command, tar. If you want to untar it, extract it because it's your gz file. Extract v for verbose, f for file, and I want to extract my Apache dot jet. So it will extract that file. Now if you say ls, you can see there is a directory. If I say ls, mostly blue color is the directory, ls minus l. See, one directory get created. So this is my zip file and this is my extracted file. So the command which I have written, tar minus x vf and your tar file name. Got it? Okay, what else we can use? I'm not going in much detail of that because that much knowledge is enough for our Devops. So same way when you use the cp command to copy, mv command to move. Syntax is same. It will cut and paste.
We need to make short command.
Yes. So that
Basically, reference.
yes. So as of now, I don't have that. Let us see if something we find it on the Google. Because it will give a lot of commands. So Linux command cheat sheet. You can use this one. But these are many, too many. These are too many. Okay, which command? So from next class, basically you need to come with your AWS is to be installed. Means I need one Linux box. Okay, so that you can practice with me. It will be good. So on the here also itself we will practice it. So you can use this link if you want. Otherwise, Actually, I'm planning to create one complete video on the Linux, but it may take time. Today I will create some, a part of that. So, or what I will do, I will create one Linux video only for the Devops related, like these commands. That probably I will create it today, and then I will share it. Okay. But it's not a mandatory for the next class. It's not a prerequisite. No need to worry. First, we need to learn that, then we can learn. We can understand this Git or GitHub. It's not like that. So for Git and GitHub, this is just, if you have something which you already know. But in Git, I will explain everything from the scratch, whether it is Linux related command or anything else. Okay, so I think what else command we can discuss, unless we have discussed pwd cd copy. If you want to create
server to server between two
from the host machine to this. So for that, basically there are different tools comes, which is one of them is the WinSCP server. SCP server. Okay, so with the help of that, what you can do, you can transfer the file from your system to another system. Okay, so Linux box, if you want to transfer the file, you can use this. So you need to go and install this. And that we will use in Jenkins direct download. Okay, so now with the help of this software, what we can do, we can transfer the file from my system to Linux box. So for that, what you need to do, we need to open that WinSCP. I think it is already. Here you need to give the IP address of your Linux box. So my IP address is this one. And if you put EC2 -user @ it means my username is EC2 user. Then you need to click on advanced. And here key, authentication key, you need to give your private PPK file. So it is in my downloads folder. And say OK. And login. Now it is login to my, on the left hand side is my host machines files. On the right hand side is my. So if you want to transfer from here to there, you can do that. Let me see if I have some file. So if I want to copy this here under the test folder, just drag and drop. So that file is permission denied. Okay. So this is something in this, okay, this file or some file, because I have permission denied. So if I say C under C or go to let me move this file. The message is from server permission denied. Okay, why permission denied? Let me go to some other maybe this folder. The user is not having the permission. Let me drag and drop here. Now it is moved, right? To my EC2 on test server, I was not having. Maybe I changed some permission. So now, if I go to this cg.ls, so now you can see there is Devops course content by Raman.txt. So WinSCP is a tool by which you can, transfer the file from your local system to other system. Okay, so I will share this video. I have recorded it, and you can practice this.